a downrush shine. Let's talk about Mrs. Lovett's Lilith. So I was thinking about Mrs. Lovett, and I'm going to refer to her in the movie Sweeney Todd and not the play, just because a couple of character differences and um, changes. So in the movie, Mrs. Lovett, played by Helena Bonham Carter, which I love. I love her playing that character. I think is a great representation of when Lilith goes bad, because Mrs. Lovett portrays the dark feminine energy through her aesthetics, and in the sense of her being a very independent woman. She runs a bakery by herself. She lives by herself in London, and so those aspects are very powerful Lilith energies. But the dark side of Lilith for her that I connect to in the movie that I see is that she is obsessively in love with the main character, Sweeney Todd. Even though he's been away in prison, she still held that love for him. And that in itself is not bad. But when he comes back and he has this dark, murderous spirit, she doesn't hold on to her own positive values and instead indulges in her most negative Lilith traits. So she feels so dejected from the world because she's struggling with her bakery, her pie shop. And so I think she feels bitterness towards society because she's having trouble supporting herself. She has debts. And she feels bitterness for the fact that, you know, her love obsession was sent away to prison. She feels bitterness that he was with another woman before he was sent away to prison. And I think she has indulged in those qualities so that when Sweeney Todd goes and murders his first victim, instead of trying to persuade him away from his murderous spirit, she completely indulges in her own murderous spirit and her own kind of greed, because she wants money to support her business and she doesn't care how she'll get it. So she suggests killing people who come into the shop who don't have, or like men who she deems, I don't know, killable, who people maybe won't miss them. And so she uses her Lilith energy to use her like smarts to come up with this plan that's so devious. So she has that power of a very analytical mind, but she uses it for viciousness. It's like the opposite of Virgo and wanting to be of service to people. She literally now wants to serve people. So she goes into the full dejection she feels towards society. And she goes towards the greed of wanting money and business at no matter the cost, not caring about people's families, if they have children, things like that. Like, we don't know the circumstances, but she doesn't seem to worry about that stuff. And in supporting Sweeney Todd in his obsession with murdering the judge who sent him to prison, she, going into that murderous spirit, becomes a worse and worse person. And in the movie, Toby, who is this like kid who's like an orphan kid, in the play I think he was an adult, but in the movie he was a kid. So even though she takes in this kid who doesn't have family, so you can tell she has good attributes to her. Like, she has a business, she has a home, she can support this child. Those are very positive Lilith traits, especially wanting to protect a child, woman and children. But when it comes between her and Sweeney, she chooses her love and obsession over Sweeney, over her protective nature for a child, and was going to let Sweeney do whatever he wanted with him because he was getting in the way of their whatever he wanted to do to the judge. So when a woman indulges in the negative aspects of Lilith, she can indulge in just the worst character traits of being a woman, where it's like super pick-me energy. I'll do anything for a man. I'll throw out all my values and qualities. I can't be independent on my own at all. I'll lie, cheat, and steal to get what I want. Very masculine energy, all the negative masculine traits. So I just wanted to talk about that because I was thinking, and yeah, I think it's a very good representation of like struggling with our Lilith energies. And if you're interested in more evolutionary astrology, you can follow along for more.